All right, can everyone hear me? Let's see. This is my 74th live stream. Today is Friday, February 26th. All right, so I'm just going to wait for you guys to come on to the chat.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Dan. How are you?
Very good, man.
Yeah, I saw your video earlier today about The Walking Dead, like the premiere being 2 parts. I could be wrong, but I feel like we've had that before in The Walking Dead. Like,
we haven't Fear the Walking Dead. I'm trying to think back on the main show, but there's nothing that's like coming up in my brain right now about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, but yeah, obviously we got to talk about The Wolf Among Us because I mean, just man, this game, like even after 7 years, it's still amazing. Like the fight with, I mean, you think like they can't outdo themselves, but the way we play as Bigby in the final episode is just, man, like they really outdid themselves.
It's definitely the best fight I would say out of the entire game so far. It was the one I was the most like kind of on the edge while I was doing it.
Yeah, because like you don't know. I mean, like yeah, Bigby's the main character, but then again, it's like, I mean, we told you before that, like, yeah, Bloody Mary is like one of the few people who can kind of like match his power, because like she is a very well known fable as well, and she has powers. So yeah,
I will say that now that I've seen the entire thing, I would have to say she's probably the best villain of the series.
Yeah, the Crooked Man, he wasn't really tough villain. He just he wasn't.
He kind of failed for me as like a villain in episode 5. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked his introduction in episode 4, episode 5. It's one of the flaws I had with it. I wanted to see more from him as a villain.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so at the start of the episode, we know what happens. Bigby's there at the Crooked Man's place. We noticed that Mary is not there. Like, did you notice that as well? Like, or did you like miss that in episode 4, or because like yeah, like there's actually there's also no Tweedledum there because yeah, Bigby kind of got rid of him. Yeah, exactly, and just the way the Crooked Man, he's acting so calm and casual, like they like him and Bigby just have like business to talk about, and Bigby's like not really having it, he's not buying it, and just the way this was funny. I don't know if you had this, but in my version, you can actually like, so like when you ask who the killer is, you go around the room. Like if you do that option, you could actually like, it's funny, you can actually like hit Tweedledee and Georgie. Like it's just so funny. Like, and if you do it, like the Crooked Man literally doesn't do anything.
I did hit Georgie at one part. The Crooked Man just sits there.
I know. Like after, exactly. Like yeah. So we find out that Georgie was the killer, and it makes the most sense. It makes the most sense because he knows about the ribbons, and he had access. He was always near Faith and Lily, probably like the most out of everyone there. So, or like one of them.
Yeah.
So
that's probably the twist that got me the most. I'll be honest. Probably out of this entire episode, to be honest, just because I don't know. As much as like now looking back on it, it actually kind of is obvious, but I don't know. I kind of thought it'd be somebody else, but I actually liked that it was him because yeah, I don't know. It was a cool reveal.
yeah, I thought it was Mary because I mean, she's crazy, she's murderous, and she's a psycho. So it's like it kind of. I mean, she kind of fits the description. Heads on on a doorstep. I mean, that's full alpha right there. I mean,
like point out the obvious.
Exactly. I think Ken is. Let's see, is Ken here? I mean, he's on the chat. Oh, hey Ken. So okay, so then we have. Oh wait, you ask, do you think Mary died? Yeah, Mary did die. I would say. I mean, there's some fan theories that like no, maybe she was alive, but like maybe she ran away during the fight, the real her. But I don't see Mary being that kind of character to run away. And I mean, what do you think, Dan? Personally, I feel like she's more the fight. She's not one to run away.
Oh yeah, no, no. I think that fight solidifies that she's done. I don't think there's really going to be any kind of like comeback for her, to be honest. And also, like that fight, it would lose a little bit of kind of its like I don't know its impact if she was just kind of alive somehow.
Yeah, I totally agree. And also, Bigby had
Mary
like
is just funny. But she's probably one of the best villains in
Oh,
this
she's the best
story.
villain for me.
yeah, and we can talk about who they can use in season two because like yeah, there's a lot of villain ideas they can probably do in season two. So we'll get to that soon. Um, so yeah, we have oh yeah, so then we get to see Bloody Mary in the Crooked Men's place, and the way she just like comes through the mirror, it's just like wow, like are you serious? Like she can like literally just come through any mirror at some point. Like that's I mean I guess it makes sense. It's not one of those like you know things that just takes you out of the experience because I
No,
guess
this is why she's my favorite villain. Is because she can kind of just like she can really enter any room she wants that has a mirror, and it's like I don't know that advantage she has is crazy.
yeah like you're if you ever been to those carnival or that place with the mirrors at carnivals like oh my goodness that would be the
I
worst
hated those things when I was
that would be the worst
little. I
place
was
to fight
scared.
Mary. Yeah, I'm not big on carnivals either.
Yeah,
Um,
not my thing.
yeah, I like festivals more or fairs, but like yeah. Um,
Man, even as The Walking Dead, we all love fairs.
uh, I'm never gonna look at a fair the same way though. I'll still go, but I'm like I'm gonna keep my eyes open for any bald women wearing a hat that has or maybe has like some hair, but like like people who look like alpha, just like somewhat suspicious. I'll look for any suspicious people. Like keep my eyes
Just
open.
walk up to someone and it's just like it's just like you walk up to someone, it's just like yeah, it's like do I? It's like yeah, she's like yeah, do I know you? And I'm like nope, just checking. And she's just like okay, that guy's weird.
Yeah. Um. So then we get okay. So then we have the fight that starts because yeah, I mean, just okay. So like, literally, it's just funny. Like when I first played this and saw this, I'm just like, oh my goodness! Like, is Bigby like? It's not fair. Like he has to fight a whole room full of people, but I mean, he still pulls it off. I mean, my goodness! Like, I mean, you got Jersey here, Georgie, Tweedledee, Mary, but um, so I was just thinking, I'm like, man, what's gonna happen? And uh, so yeah, I think like, oh yeah, in the fight, like Georgie actually threw D the gun with the silver bullets because yeah, Jersey had it earlier, and man, it's kind of funny. It's like Georgie should have instead of tossing him the gun, maybe he could have aimed it. But I'm just saying, I don't know. That was
That's true.
I also think this is like the last time you see some of the villains for the rest of like the episode,
yeah, we don't.
like Jersey and D.
Yeah, who knows what happened to them? You know what? Be funny. Like, imagine
I
Tiny.
said that like they didn't like. I feel like this episode didn't conclude everything. Well, not everything. Some things, but like as far as that, they didn't really. I mean, I guess because it's gonna be a part two, but I mean,
Yeah, I think they were supposed to do a part two. They were supposed to do a part two, like in like maybe a couple years, but Telltale got distracted and they got
I
successful.
heard
And
that it was supposed to.
Teaser with
I heard.
Bigby. It was like a teaser of Bigby for the second one, and like it's something like you can always count on me or something. That's all I saw.
yeah, I did a video on it like last year or something, and man, I am so excited for it. Like the way Snow talks about like I need you to be that again because like something must be going on in Fabletown. If Snow, the voice of reason, is telling you the hey, you need to like let out the wolf because something important's going on. It must be serious.
Man.
Okay, so oh yeah, so Bigby fights everybody in the room, like no joke, and Mary and she's trying to get the Crooked Man away. So like the window broke and
They
it's
all
like
bailed.
yeah, they're trying to bail. Well, a couple don't. Um, so we have Bigby. Oh my goodness. So yeah, he's fighting. everyone, and just the way. Okay, okay, yes, okay. So D gets stabbed. Okay, first off, because he tried to attack Bigby from behind, but then Bigby pushed him and he got stabbed instead. So then Georgie tries to stab him, and then man, just oh man, just like Bigby like goes right for the kill. He just takes that knife from Georgie and literally stabs him with it, and it's just like man, he's not playing. I know he's not playing around. And then like Jersey tries taking a lamp, and Bigby he overpowers him and uses it to hit him in the head. And part of me like wonders, and I'm like, yeah, we don't get to see what happened to Jersey and D after this. Some people think like, well, could they have died from their injuries? But I don't know. Like it's kind of hard to say. Like I mean, D looked, I don't know, D looked pretty bad, but Jersey, I think he could still be alive.
I didn't really like either of them as villains. I kind of like D, but I mean, I feel like it was both really boring.
Yeah. Can you guys imagine, like, after Bigby leaves through the portal, like, can you guys imagine, like, 1 minute later, we have Tiny Tim who comes through the door? Maybe he's like, sir, I heard, like, sounds, and he opens the door and sees, no, no, he sees, like, D and Jersey just bleeding on the ground. Like, what happened? Like, oh my goodness.
So just what I get for letting him into the building.
Yeah, I mean, you let Bigby Wolf into a building, or like, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, a fight's gonna break out, like, uh, so, oh yeah, so then we have Vivian and Georgie. They're trying to leave in their limo, and man, like, I was so excited with this when Bigby like stops the car, like, I'm just like, oh, this is just awesome, but like, um, but the car is, obviously a little bit much. So Bigby transforms into his, werewolf form, and then I'm just like, yes, we finally, get to be in this form again. And then we literally have to chase him throughout the Fable Town, and it's just,
Oh, that was
man,
so fun.
what a chase! And it's so funny, but like, part of me thinks that I'm like, man, how many humans saw Bigby? Like, there had to have been a couple of humans like Bigby breaks through one. Remember, he lost him for a second, and he went through one of the apartments, and then you hear someone screaming, and he just goes to the roof, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't imagine how many humans must have seen him or something. Like, oh man, they yeah, it's a bit of an issue. They
They
have
should
to.
have like added a part where you just see like a couple people on the street pull out their phones and try to take pictures.
Yeah, I mean, this is in the 80s, I think, so or 90s, so I don't think they have. Well, they don't have cell phones, but yeah, definitely. I mean, just it's like a normal day in New York City. Yeah, you just have a werewolf that's chasing a car. Like that's totally normal. Uh,
Jumps down and stuff and like lands on the car.
I know, and it's just like the way. I mean, Bigby is just chasing them. Jumping over the bridge, and so they try to shake him, and then um man, you know what I wish? I wish when Vivian's about to like ram the limo in Bigby, there should have been a moment where like if you do stay, you can actually like stop the car yourself, but you do have to move out of the way, unfortunately. Like that should have been a scene. I don't know, it's
Man,
just
you just narrowly get away too.
I know. And oh man, okay, so we have Bigby, he catches them in the most obvious place to putting in pie. It's like, really? The first
You
place?
could go anywhere else.
Yeah. And oh, okay, so like then we have like so Bigby notices some clothes lying around on the clothes hanger, and obviously he needs a new shirt, but it's like, did he really need the tie too? I don't know. It's just, did you notice that,
Just
Dan?
changing your look a bit. You've had the same look for like all the episodes.
Yeah, he's so Daryl in that way with the same clothes. Uh, okay, Rowdy says not doing much better, so I don't know when I'll show. Yeah, I think I saw that Rowdy said he's not feeling good. I hope he's okay. Like, I hope it's not like COVID or something.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, cause oh man, guys, it's not serious, but my mom has it too now. Like first my brother, and then now my mom. It's just, I don't know. It's like, man, like the virus is just like it goes and then comes again. Like it's just, oh man.
Like I said, just when you think it's over, then it just another wave of this stuff.
I know, man. I
It's
hope.
because people aren't listening. They just like as soon as it gets Like it kind of calms down. Everyone can just go out and party, and then it goes back to how it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree, but like my family, we don't party or anything. Like we work, wear masks all the time. Then we just stay at our house. Like that's what we do pretty much. And
I
like
legit
still,
don't know a single person who like actually like hand sent like at school at least. I don't like none of the kids ever like hand sanitize. Most of them don't even wear their masks.
oh man,
They like take it off.
I mean, you got to take some precautions. Like
Exactly. 'Cause you don't want to have to keep like dealing with it for almost a year now.
I know, like another year, just so annoying. Like, and some people say, like some people do parties and stuff, and they say like, well, you only got one life to live, and it's like, yeah, you only got one life to live. Don't waste it.
Don't
Like
waste it.
you can cut it short. Like if you get sick or something, it's possible. It's not likely, but it is possible. And Rowdy says, sorry to hear that, Brian. Hope your mom gets better. Thanks, Rowdy. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think she'll be okay. It's just, I mean, my brother had it, but he got better, and it's just now my mom has it. So it's just so weird, like the way the virus works. And he says, I don't go out much, but my mom has the vaccine. She works at the hospital. Yeah, my mom also works at a hospital, so yeah, she is exposed to a lot of
I
you
don't
know.
think it's that bad anymore because my grandma had it and she like lost it in a week. And she has medical problems.
Yeah,
It is crazy, honestly. It's like I still am trying to wrap my head around how the fact it's been over a year of this.
yeah. At least life is still continuing.
It's
Like
like normal now.
at least it's more normal. At least it's more normal now. We still have, um, we still have some connections with people, like, and like, there's still, plenty of, entertainment, that people are, AMC's giving us, which, it's appreciated. And,
I gotta say,
people still
one
work.
thing
So
I'm proud of, like for AMC, is that they managed to actually still film, like at least in my opinion, still managed to film some quality episodes of the show.
definitely. And, oh, wait, hold on. So, Rowdy says some people are just brainless. They don't care about others. Literally, they're the reason. Literally, like the reason things are so bad is that people aren't listening to the government. Well, honestly, I think it's a matter of opinion how much you want to listen to. Like, because like sometimes,
Everyone's
yeah, sometimes the government says, well, this thing won't last long, and then and then it lasts 2 years. So it's really hard to it's hard to know
absolutely.
when the government's right, because they're people too, so you can't believe everything they say
I
because they
love
can
all
always be wrong.
government, but the United States is lies like every all the time.
Yeah, we're getting a little off topic, but yeah, it's just a matter of an opinion. Everyone has one, and you should respect it, obviously. All right, so now we can get back to the Wolf Among Us. And hold on, Rowdy says, Dan, can you boost your volume? Don't hear you.
Huh. Okay, hang on. Try to
Okay,
see what we can do.
all right. So we have Bigby. He goes to the pudding and pie, and um, man, like, okay, so yeah, we have Georgie, who's just obviously, like, I'm kind of mad. When I was playing as Bigby, I was pretty mad. Okay, like the fact that he was the one that killed Lily and Faith, I wanted to know why. I mean, and just how he could just do it. So we kind of find out through him that, like, he reaffirms it, that like it was the Crooked Man. He ordered him to do it, and then he like kind of cut him loose. So, and then we find out that like Vivian, his like, I guess like she's like second in charge. She mentions how, um, oh, oh, okay, yeah, Dan, you just okay,
I
let's
just
see,
rejoined just to see if maybe like you can hear me better or something.
yeah, um, so yeah, how did you guys? Okay, I know how Ken played it, but Dan, how did you play this scene? Like, were you sympathetic towards what Georgie was saying, or were you like, you still didn't like him? Like, but I
I
wasn't.
didn't like him, and to be honest, like I just let the guy die. Like there is an option to just kind of like put him out of his misery, but I just basically let him die and said like I'll send someone over. That's it. Like I wasn't too like I could have gone worse for sure, but I'm just saying like I didn't really care. I just kind of let the guy die really.
Yeah,
It,
as you
it
should,
it is
but
worse.
at the same time. I absolutely hate him, and he did murder people, but I don't think he already. I don't know.
My way of looking at it is that he's already a dead man. So like honestly, you may as well just kind of let it happen at this point. There's no like point of kind of going further.
I
Actually,
actually
because I watched someone else, I watched another person play this after I was done playing because I wanted to see other people. And this girl I watched, she let him die, but she said the reason why she did it is so if they find him, they won't. If they see the claws and all that, they'll think it's him. So she just left him so they wouldn't have anything to put against Bigby,
Now,
which
if he
is pretty
wasn't
smart.
dying, that's when I would like go full psycho big me mode on that one. But he's already done, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna waste my time.
yeah. This might surprise you, Dan. I went for the just kill him option, and oh boy,
I support that too, though. To be honest,
oh boy. Have you seen how Bigby
Kill him too,
finishes?
but I was debating. I didn't want to be do that though.
well,
He
wait, Brian, how
100%
does it
deserved
go
it.
if you go the other route?
Oh boy. Bigby like he goes into his like second form, like from the first episode when he was fighting Gren, and
Yeah.
just the way, I mean, I guess this is how Bigby did it. He literally stabbed into Georgie's stomach, and he literally pulled out like his guts. Like that was all. That I guess that I mean, it said in the thing, you mercy kill Georgie or something like that, and it's like, are you sure about that, Telltale? Because I'm just like,
I think that would have been less painful, to be honest. I don't even remember that. I don't know how I remember that.
I am just like, I'm just like putting my hands on my head. I'm just like, what did I just do? I'm like, oh my goodness, like, oh man,
I actually feel very confident about my decision now.
oh, if you did that, I guess you probably would have been kind of shocked.
It's better to play different than everyone else anyway, so you're just not getting the same old story like everyone else is.
I guess I guess you can say Bigby wanted to see if Georgie had any guts before he died. I don't know.
More
It's
like
just,
me style. He's like, okay, the cherry on top of this game is to do something Negan like.
man, like, yeah, totally. I totally agree. And um, so yeah, Bigby leaves. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Vivian died. I should have mentioned that. It was her ribbons the whole time, and I chose not to pull her ribbon because I didn't think.
Me neither.
I felt like that would be out of
Who
character
did?
even
Who
for Big.
would do that?
I felt like that would be out of character for even for Bigby to do. And just
She does it anyway though, so it's like, yeah. But man, that reveal when you just see like you see it happen, you see their faces, and then you see a head come off. I'm like, oh man, like okay, this is a finale right here.
dang, yeah, I was surprised.
Surprised me.
Yeah, Jinx. Um, let's see. Rowdy says sucks. We gotta wait another week to for find me. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You guys
And
don't get
he's,
to watch it early again.
no,
Oh
it's
yeah,
only
A week.
you get to watch it like because episode 17 was like a week early, but then we're basically waiting like almost 2 weeks for episode 18, but it's gonna be on like the
Well,
Thursday before the
that's
Sunday.
such a. I feel like that's such like so. I feel like MC Plus is just so stupid because then it's easier to get spoiled, and then a week thing. Yo, all you gotta do is wait 2 days. Are you that like? I mean, I guess it's a money thing, of course, but
Well, I do agree when it comes to the side of like there are people in the world that can't get it. Like there are like where I live in Canada, it does actually have my TV provider, but I'll just say that like in terms of the rest, like there is a lot of Canada like where Matt is at, he can't even get AMC Plus, so he has to like stay away from spoilers like crazy.
yeah. Um, and yeah, I gotta stay away. I have been doing a pretty decent job staying away from spoilers, honestly.
I
Like,
was on a channel and I saw like a thumbnail. I don't know if I can. I know you guys watched the episode, but it like said something, which I don't really think it was a spoiler, but it was just like I looked up. I was just trying to see if someone uploaded the full episode, and I saw like a whole bunch of videos, and it was like pictures. I didn't read the titles, but I just saw pictures.
Yeah, it's unavoidable for sure. It is kind of unfortunate how they do that. I mean, like me personally, once the episode pops up on AMC Plus, it's an instant watch. Well, obviously because it's Walking Dead, but yeah, it definitely it circulates like it all around the internet for like that whole week.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to get back to the episode. Uh, let's see. So, okay, where do we leave? Oh yeah, so the part with Vivian. I mean, yeah, that was shocking. Just the way she says goodbye, Georgie, and just the way that after the ribbon is like is removed, and it just the head just comes off. I mean, it's like, oh man, like part of me wonders, and I'm like, can this kill? Can that kill any Fable? Like, I know it's weird that I'm picturing this, but I'm like, okay, I'm just saying, like, if Bigby had, a ribbon as well, would it work on him like the same way as it works on them, or just I don't know.
I
That's
just can't believe that like it happened in a way where it's like Bigby goes in there to go after Georgie, and then I guess kind of Vivian as well too. I did not think when I was entering that the pudding and pie that I would leave and they'd both be like just gone. Like I don't know, that's just crazy.
I know. Like
Like they
you see,
walk in, they kind of accept their fate in a way. Like they don't even try to retaliate.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Brody?
Hey man.
hi Roddy, how are you feeling?
I mean, I still feel like absolute shit. I'll be honest, but I'm gonna try to just hang out here. Maybe I won't say much, but
No problem, dude. I'm glad to have you here.
yeah, thanks.
Um,
Sorry I'm late.
no, it's okay, man. We understand. Uh, so Dan and me and Ken, we were just talking about the Wolf Among Us episode 5, how Bigby fought off the Crooked Men's people, how he turned into a werewolf, chased down Georgie's car, and then Vivian died, and then let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, and then we mercy killed Georgie, and like Negan style.
We have the option to.
Well, yeah, but that's
We
what I
don't need
did.
to die.
I know,
You
but
know what it reminds me of?
I, I,
Badger's death in the Walking Dead season 3 Telltale game.
oh yeah, Badger's death. Now I'll admit, season 3 was bad, but that was a good death, like in a
Yeah, that
story.
was like a Negan. That was a. When it comes to gore, season 3 was actually good in the gore department.
It was. I'll admit that.
Besides that, it's pretty darn bad.
It is. It has one amazing death, and then everything else is terrible.
Telltale has made some really bad decisions. They decided to wait almost like a decade to make Wolf a sequel to this game and decide to milk The Walking Dead. And season 2 and 3 were pretty bad. Season 2 was okay.
Season 2 isn't bad, it's good.
Season
Michonne
Not
two
game.
is
bad,
like
but
decent, but yeah,
Mi-
season three is when it goes way downhill.
Yeah, Michonne
Well,
game.
Michonne is just offensive.
I actually kind of like Javi. It's just everyone else. I hate Kay. I hate
Yeah.
Gabe. I hate David.
I would have liked him if he didn't take over the darn game.
Yeah, he works as a
It's sad
DLC
because
character.
you're gonna get to play as Clem and him, but yeah, technically you do, but you only get to play with her in flashbacks. I thought it was gonna have
Exactly.
like
Not to mention the point we all make about it though is that depending on how things go at the end of season two, you could literally skip from the end of season two to the beginning of season four, and you wouldn't really be that lost.
It's true.
Like, you see the ranch, and it's like season 3 isn't acknowledged at all. There's no characters from it.
Exactly.
besides the ranch thing, but the ranch thing isn't really too big, and it's just
Not
something
even a
that's
ranch.
mentioned.
The ranch is only mentioned in season 3, like just once, I think.
It's like a constant thing mentioned, but it's like doesn't really. I guess it moves the story forward a little bit, but not that much.
I guess,
They didn't
but
have to add that.
But I guess you can say the ranch was just something. It wasn't enough. It wasn't. It doesn't justify a whole game. Just knowing that much. I guess.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
Clementine was shoehorned into season 3. Like, if you removed Javier, Clementine, the season would have been better.
But
it's
you
weird.
think, even if you played as Clementine in season 3 and not Javier, I think that season still would have been the worst one, regardless. If you played with her, it would have been better if you could play with her the whole time, but I still think it was still bad.
I just
Here's
think it wasted my time though, because by the end of season three, it does make it feel like playing his character was just a waste of time, and Clem should have just stayed the lead.
why season.
It wasn't even like season 3. It was basically like The Walking Dead Michonne, and I played that. And it's terrible. Shouldn't have played
Oh,
it.
that's a waste
But-
of time too.
Oh, Michonne is just
Terrible.
awful.
Terrible.
Freaking season 3 is a masterpiece compared to Michonne.
Okay, so yeah, so we know what happens. Three people enter the pudding and pie, and only one comes out. So after that,
So,
yeah. So after that, we have Bigby. Georgie tells him before he died where the factory is, where the Crooked Man is, and so we have Bigby going there, and he finds well, I guess the Crooked Man's limo, and so as he's going around the factory, we just hear somebody's voice, and at first when I heard this, I'm like, oh yeah, I know it's Mary, and just the way she's like taunting Bigby, like you used to be something. It's like he still is. You have no idea who you're messing with.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's just like, and she's such a hypocrite too. She punches Bigby when his back is turned. I don't know how she teleported like that because I didn't see a mirror anywhere. But
I
I
like
um,
how
don't
he
know,
gets
maybe.
the best of her though. Like when he finally actually starts getting the best of her, that's when she just like goes. I'm like,
yeah,
Well, that
she was
was
like,
good
oh,
though.
she was like, oh crap, like that actually hurt. I got
that's exactly
transformed.
what I went there for. It's like, there's the Bigby I know.
Yeah. She still
Exactly.
doesn't have the gun though, like
So
the silver gun.
they left a gun in the Crooked Man's office, or not office, the place where he was at the beginning of the episode, and I'm guessing like that was the only one they ever had. No, the Crooked Man had one
Yeah, I guess.
too. No, the Crooked Man had one too as a precaution. Now I remember.
Yeah,
It says
which is
in
also
silver.
annoying when he just like won't get the gun out of Bigby's face later on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um.
How did
I'm
like the Crooked Man get all those people to work for him, and they're like almost all of them are stronger than him, as I can see.
Ren.
He
Well,
didn't do anything
money.
impressive.
Well, money. But for Mary, she just she's loyal, but also he kind of uses her talents, and she respects that. I guess like he uses her talents, lets her kind of do what she wants. Gives her direction, I suppose, with her skills. So you guys know what I'm saying? Like, so for the guys, they want money, but
Yeah.
yeah, she doesn't want money. So as Bigby and Mary, oh my gosh, were you guys like shocked to see Mary's like true form? It's just like, oh man, she's
Yeah,
got
that was
glass.
terrifying.
It's like, dude, she's got glass all over her. Like, I mean,
That right
Yeah,
there
that's
is the best part of
terrifying.
this entire episode for me personally, just because like that's the best fight scene ever, let alone the best villain. It's all just so great.
I can argue that that Bloody Mary fight is probably one of the best Telltale game fights in general. Like that fight was amazing.
I could
As
see
far as
that because
fights,
it
this
was
game is
man, it just
probably
gets
the
more
best out of
intense.
Telltale.
so yeah, we have the fight. Okay, so yeah, Bigby is fighting Mary, but they both fall down, and then he transforms into his werewolf a second time this episode, which is interesting. And then we get like a million Mary clones, and it's like, oh, of course. And yeah, Bigby cannot fight them all. He's getting overwhelmed, and just like seriously, he's getting cut. He's getting torn to shreds, and then he has it. He's had enough, and I'm just like, we get the button mashing, and I'm like, yes. And then when we see Bigby's real form, I'm just like, oh, it's finally happened. I'm like, oh, like Mary, you screwed up now.
I know. It's like you might want to run.
Exactly. Oh my
Just
goodness.
save yourself.
Cause like when you see Bloody Mary in her traditional form, like you don't really see why she's called Bloody Mary, right? Just like in a normal form, but like in the fight scene, like with the glass, like you can
That's when
tell
you
it's
get your
Bloody Mary.
answer.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
thought it was underused though. Like she wasn't in episode 4 at all.
No, that's actually another reason why episode 4 wasn't my favorite. Is because like I don't know, it's yeah, she has this great introduction. And then episode 4, it's like, okay, where is she? And then like episode 5, I'm like, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this episode was cool enough, but I think it was way too overhyped.
It was. I do agree with that. It had really good moments though, so that's where I do have. I'm a little torn because I'm like, man, that fight scene that we're talking about right here is great, but like some of the stuff we're about to get to with the Crooked Man, it's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Sorry for overhyping it. I know I kind of overhyped it for you.
Still like the second best episode though, or
It is.
third
Yeah, I
rather.
actually agree with that. I think episode 3 is the one I was the most interested in.
Um. Okay, so what happens after that? Okay, yeah. So Bigby literally transforms into a giant wolf. Like one of the best Telltale things we've ever gotten, which is crazy. And then he starts destroying all the Marys, and he's not just like smashing them, like he's eating some of them, and I'm just like, Oh my goodness, I love it. Like he probably has glass in his mouth, but he doesn't even care. He's just chomping them, and it's just like it's so awesome. And then
His
he,
mouth is bleeding. I
well,
think.
I think that was also Mary's. I think that was also the Mary's, like the final
They
one.
should probably just focus on him like spitting the glass out or something.
Tasty, tasty
Uh,
words.
oh my goodness. So then we have, oh yeah, so then we get to see the real Mary, and like she has no more clones now. And what does she do? She pulls out one of the shards from her own head, and it's like, oh my goodness. And uh so we get both of them attacking each other, and we have Bigby who literally chomps down, eats Mary, and that's it. He wins the fight, and I'm just like, man, that was an awesome fight. And we get that final roar from Bigby, and man, I just love it. Like he's like a true animal, like that's. But obviously, he starts morphing back, and so now he's back to human, and
We see the blood in his mouth.
yeah, and then like there's the Crooked Man. Like I guess the Crooked Man saw all this, and it's like uh he should be it should be pee pee pants city like after that, just I mean, come on. It's like just no, it's like and then okay, so then we have Bigby who enters the office, and okay, seriously, is anyone else confused about the clothes part? How is Bigby's clothes always intact?
Yeah. It's like Daryl,
His
it's
is
just
not
that you
that
just lost
split.
10 hairs, but it's still perfectly fine.
I don't know. I'm just saying, it's like that is a bit of an question I have. Like, I don't know, but
Well,
whatever.
it looks
It
pretty
does seem
good
like
because like when his
regardless,
looks
like
are
still his
straight.
clothes perfectly clean.
What, Dan?
I was just gonna say, like, let alone Bigby, like he actually like does way more fights than Daryl ever did, and his clothes are way more clean.
Yeah, Bigby's had like what 10 fights in the season.
Man, he, sometimes even a few per episode.
That's so true.
Like, imagine season two.
Oh
I'm
man, I cannot.
waiting for you. Like I'm waiting with you guys now. This is crazy.
I
Yeah,
know, and we should talk
be
about.
careful. You're only
Oh,
waiting like a year, maybe 2 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
exactly. No matter how long I'm waiting, I'm still gonna consider myself lucky. Like anytime I say, guys, or last, what
Hey
am I saying?
Matt,
The Wolf Among Us is taking
Beauty.
forever. Like,
I'm at.
man,
What
that's
up,
crazy.
boys?
yeah,
Uh,
we're talking about Wolf Among Us.
it's the final Wolf Among Us episode.
Yeah, so we're
Finally.
done after tonight.
Hey, it's good.
I
Look at.
couldn't get into it. I don't
I
know.
know,
But I
It
see why it's not
ain't
your
my thing.
thing though. Like, it's fine, Matt.
I know, but
Yeah, Brian, did you ever see Matt's stream? Like the moment he stopped is when he sees
Colin.
Colin. Yeah, that's when he's just like he stops. I was like, yeah, I kind of knew it wouldn't be his thing.
yeah,
You should
that.
actually
He was
watch
like,
my
what?
reaction. It's like
It's
meme
hilarious.
royalty. I'm talking to Epic in the chat, right? And I freaking see Colin, and I'm just like, what the f is that?
It's a talking pig.
I was like
You
in
know
the
what's
call
funny?
with you too, and I just start dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Dan
there too,
and
wasn't I?
Rowdy. Yeah, you were there, and Mickey was there, and Cade too.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Hey,
You know
That was
what's
fun,
ironic?
man.
hey, Matt, what do you think of the thumbnail?
Oh, it's dope. Who's the wolf guy?
Dan, you want to tell him?
Well,
You
that's
can
that's
tell that he
Bigby
hasn't
after
gone
5
far.
episodes.
It's Lee
Oh,
Avery.
he looks like that. What the heck?
Yeah, that's him when he's angry. You don't want to make him angry.
No.
So he becomes like that. Like he's a werewolf or something. Then
Yeah, the big
Yep.
bad wolf. Isn't
There's
it
a couple
ironic
different
that he's the
levels of
big
his
bad
wolf
wolf yet
mode,
a
and this
pig
is
lives
like
with him?
this is the biggest extreme of his wolf mode.
so someone really, really, really aggravates him. Then
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
totally. I mean, like,
gotcha.
Matt, even if you don't like the story, Rowdy and we all agree, like, the fight scenes in this game are probably the best, like from Telltale. Like, you can at least enjoy them. Yeah, I would say you would probably at least enjoy the fights if you didn't like. So you can at least watch them. I mean, if you want, like, and not you don't have to watch the story. I mean, if you want to at least look at the fights, but I'm just
I
saying.
do plan on streaming it again at some point. I don't know the story. There's no spoilers, but like, yeah, I guess I'll try to get into it.
Well, don't
Okay.
force yourself, man. Like, don't
Yeah.
force yourself to play just because we like it. Like, if you don't like it, don't, you know.
Yeah. I totally agree. If someone told me to play the Telltale Game of Thrones game because they loved it, I would say no way, no way in heck, because I
I
cannot
mean, if
stand
you
that
love it,
game.
that's
Brian
fine,
be like,
but
can you pick any other game, please?
yeah, like
I mean,
if
there's
Isn't
if
the
you
first
Minecraft.
honestly
Telltale
enjoyed
game
it.
Jurassic Park or something? Like something like that
That
came out?
doesn't really count.
But at least Jurassic Park was like one of their first. Like, it was so early on, you know. It was
Yeah.
before they even had the traditional Telltale game
First one is
concept.
probably Minecraft Story Mode and Machine.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah.
Yo, Dan, I
I
gotta
like Minecraft
recommend
Story
that
Mode
you
when it came
review
out,
Tales
but
from
I
the
was like
Borderlands
really
Oh,
next.
I
young.
was about to say you
Yep,
really need to play
that's
that game, Dan.
the next one I'm thinking of. But it's gonna be fun because I'm gonna probably start doing some more like kind of community votes and stuff, and I might actually list like a few games, and we'll all kind of decide which one.
Well, yeah, you're almost at
Uh,
1K,
Agreed.
yeah,
so you can
Dan.
do it
Exactly.
via polls.
Tales from the Borderlands. It's definitely more comedy centered. It's more comedy
Yeah,
than like
but
Wolf Among Us, where it's
well, you
drama.
guys know though, like I'm fully honest. If I maybe get a few episodes in and I either love it, it's great. But if I don't like it, I'm also not gonna continue it. It just depends if I'm like interested enough.
Well, I guess Dan, if you want an idea of what you're getting into, maybe like play one of the actual Borderlands games. Like play a little bit of it, get an idea of what it's like.
Okay,
Like
I
Oh
gotta
wait.
gameplay
recommend this
wise,
first though.
Yeah.
Do you like role play first person shooters? Like it's like leveling up your guns and
yeah,
like enemy
looter
have health
shooter.
bars. It's a looter shooter.
Oh yeah, I enjoy some of
Exactly.
those.
Okay, so you'll love this then if you like looter shooters.
Yeah,
So
I
I
Well,
recommend you
I'm
play
planning my next game to be in like the spring at some point.
Dan. I gotta recommend uh if you actually want to experience like the whole like story side of Borderlands, start with two.
Yeah,
One does not
one
have a
doesn't have
story.
much of a story.
I think I still will at least check out the first one just to see, just to like make sure it's something I'm interested in, and then maybe I will skip through a little
Definitely.
bit. I guess.
Yeah, two is a masterpiece. Pre sequel is decent. Tales is a
Three
freaking
is just ass.
masterpiece. Three,
Three is
I,
just
I
ass.
actually I like three personally. I think the
Gameplay it's
story
fine, but the
sucks,
story
but
is
the gameplay is
atrocious.
amazing.
Yeah,
Obviously,
the
I can't
story is
comment on
atrocious.
it.
But
They're
it's not
freaking
like
all right,
Last
guys.
of Us
streamers.
2 bad. It's not like Last of
Yeah,
Us
that
2
too.
story bad. It's just silly.
Yeah, but the villains, like, they're freaking like Twitch streamers, like, they're like,
Yeah, they're legit
what are
Twitch
these freaking
streamers.
Virginia's men?
They're Twitch streamers, and they're like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Like they're terrible.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds awful.
But
Uh,
yeah, man,
hey
you should
guys.
play
Yeah.
it. I think it's fun.
Okay,
Yeah, let's get back to
guys.
the episode.
Thanks, Ken. Yeah. So Matt, I don't know. We're talking about spoilers. So, and we're gonna talk about Wolf Among Us some more. So if you do want to, just leave for a little bit and come back, or just stay, whichever. It's your choice, I guess. I just want to let you know. Um, so yeah, after. Oh yeah. So then we have him talking to, the crook. So yeah, then Bigby comes across the Crooked Man, and oh yeah. So then we have the Crooked Man pointing the silver bullet's gun at Bigby's head, and it's just, oh man, it's just like, dang it! Like I thought we got rid of that, in the beginning of the episode, but it's like I guess he had a spare.
One thing I have to say,
Yeah.
I find that it was kind of anticlimactic with the Crooked Man. There could have been a bit of a confrontation, in my opinion.
Man, yeah, that whole scene too, it just annoys me. I know Matt will be the only one that actually
Mm.
understands this, but there's a lot of shows where characters just point gold guns at people for like a long period of
Uh,
time.
you
You know
know
what I
it,
mean?
Dan.
Man.
Like, you build up all season, learning about this guy, like all season, and then you just like freaking you go in a room and arrest him. Like what?
Speaking of rants, once you guys are done talking about the episode, I have to go on a Prison Break season 5 rant.
Okay.
Oh, yo, we were ranting on that the other day, Matt.
Trash season.
It's so bad. Holy, I finished it. It's so bad.
I'm actually shocked you got through that, dude.
Yeah.
Um.
I had 3 episodes left after that rant, so I was like, I'm still gonna review it, but for me, season 4 is the final season.
Agreed.
Okay. Okay, where we leave off of? Oh yeah. So the Crooked Man, he just wants. He just is telling Bigby that he's not the one who ordered their deaths. That he wants to speak before the community, kind of make his case, and then he also like what else does he do? Oh yeah, so we get the choice to actually. If you guys didn't notice, we actually get the choice to kill him here or not. Like,
I
you know what I
know.
mean? Like
I was
choosing one.
debating on killing him.
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
Ken,
don't
you
think
were
it was
so
a bad
close.
idea.
Yeah, if you kill him, yeah, Dan, if you kill the Crooked Man in the office, you're the one on trial in episode 5. Like it's
Are
crazy.
you serious?
Yes.
You
Uh,
serious? I'm on the
Bigby
arc
is.
now. I want to see that.
Oh, but
I want to see
yeah, but
that.
now I really want to say what happens during it. Like, but I can just skip it, I
You can
guess.
say it. I probably won't. I deleted the game, but
let's
Well,
talk to Dan.
I mean, like, we'll just talk about my playthrough. So if you choose to arrest the Crooked Man, which I chose to do because it's like I didn't trust him, but like I mean he's no Mary, you know, he's not like that dangerous, and you know Snow does want him back. She want him back, brought back alive. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. You know it's what Snow wants. So we arrest the Crooked Man. We bring him to the business office, and yeah, if you kill the Crooked Man, you actually bring his body in front of everyone like that. Like no joke. Like everyone's just waiting
Don't
on
you
Bigby.
decapitate him?
Uh, No, no, not really. That comes later. Like you have three options to do what to do to the Crooked Man. Imprison him, throw him down the well, or rip his head off. It's like these choices, man.
What do you do, Dan?
I went for the well.
Yeah, I think is it bottomless?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you do die. I just don't
he
know.
falls forever.
Yeah, that's
He
it.
I
falls
mean,
forever,
Show
but
too
he
much.
still ends up dying
that would
from
be
like
worse than death
starvation.
if you just fall forever.
It's not because he doesn't fall. He's gonna still die from starvation and whatever.
Eventually, but still, like you're gonna. I mean, you die of dehydration, but still, you're gonna be falling for like 3 days.
I was gonna say that'd be a while there of just like more suffering.
Like,
I
or
don't
you
know.
just try to
Considering
bash your
what
head
Bigby,
against the concrete.
considering what Bigby does to him, I would rather fall for 3 days.
Yeah, you could just rip his head off like
Over
in front of
which?
everyone. Oh my goodness! Like
At
I
least
would
it's
rather.
painless.
Oh, I would rather have my head ripped off than fall for 3 damn days.
Oh, that would be
Exactly. Like,
painful.
I could just talk. Well, I'll probably go insane. Never mind.
yeah.
I don't
At
know.
least like you're getting your head ripped off would be relatively painless.
It'd be quick and then it'd be done. But man, yeah, the 3 day fall, no thanks.
3 days would
Yeah,
It
feel
doesn't
like
really
an
matter
eternity
considering
too.
how Telltale does choices.
So wait. Chosen says everyone else is very quiet. You're the only one the stream can hear fine. Oh, Chosen says I ripped his head off.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Like when I was like before I joined the actual chat, like I could hear Brian fine and Ken, but for some reason I couldn't hear Dan. Even now, like Dan is a lot quieter than he usually is.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
his mic was messing up a little bit at the beginning.
Not. It says I'm good, but I mean, I don't know.
Discord might
Yeah,
be
like
having a problem right now then.
That's
yeah,
what I'm thinking.
maybe. Like I hear you better than in the stream here, Dan. But, like you're still like a bit quieter than usual, but it's fine.
Huh. But yeah, but I don't know. I have really no idea how to fix that, to be honest.
Hmm. So, okay, so yeah, we have the trial with the Crooked Man. We get to kind of see everyone in the season. Um, you know, we have Beauty, Beast, we have Grant and Holly. We have, oh yeah, we have Auntie Greenleaf and the Butcher. So a lot of characters come back
Everyone's there
from
basically.
sort of. It's like, man, this is all of Fabletown. I'm just kidding. This is the only budget they had for. I mean, this is one of their first games. You know, like new Telltale. Like it was right after The Walking Dead, so I kind of understand why they couldn't have such a big cast for the trial. You know,
I'm
so.
getting hella
It
lag.
has a lot of people though.
Yeah, like especially with the
Dan.
woodsman. Like what the frick?
All right, y'all. I gotta bounce. I'll be back in like half hour.
Okay.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, Matt. No
I
worries.
said in the last stream that and I wasn't trying to spoil anything, but last stream I was like, that's the last time you ever see Woodsman, like for the rest of the series.
Yeah, it is weird he wasn't here. I'll definitely agree with that.
You're like, where the hell did he go?
Only bad thing I can
He,
say is Telltale did a terrible job on wrapping up the characters. There's so many loose ends, it's ridiculous. Like
Well, it's because
Well,
they
Crane
intended
isn't
it to
really a
be
loose
season 2
end.
or something.
What makes it
oh,
worse is like still like almost I don't even, like 8 years, 9 years.
it's been like 7 or 8 years.
Episode 5 came out 2014, so it's been nearly 7.
Yeah. Too long still.
And I've only been waiting a couple days.
Yeah, and Dan.
Um,
Oh wait, and I was just gonna say, like you said, you got Hilltop vibes, and I was just saying, like, Dan, don't be silly. Like, there's way more people in the trial than Hilltop back in season 7.
There's like
for
three
real.
too.
Hey, season 7 Hilltop was COVID friendly.
It was. Oh man, Jinx again. What is happening? Um,
Yo, I wonder if like the Commonwealth soldiers like they have like COVID masks under like their helmets, so we
I'm
wouldn't be able
gonna
to see them.
bet they probably do, which actually is gonna make things maybe a bit easier to show the Commonwealth now that I think about it, because they could just have a lot of soldiers and a few random, people, and then it could look fine.
Yeah, and like I'm sure it's the same with CRM with the World Beyond. Since they're starting to film that, I'm
That's
sure
the
like
advantage
CRM
it has
soldiers
is
will
that
have.
they got lucky that now like they're introducing like some groups of people that have masks, like helmets and stuff. Like I don't know.
I know. It's like it was all
Why
planned.
don't them stall filming until COVID's over so they can go all out?
Man, I just hope COVID's good to them so they
I've
can
seen a
film the
lot of
final
shows
season in
behind the
peace.
scenes.
Wait, yeah, Ken.
Yeah. Did you know Merle's actor got
I've
COVID?
seen
I did, yeah. That was over the summer last year. I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, hold on. Ken can say something real quick, and then we got to get back to the episode.
there's a lot of shows I watched that were filming during COVID, and I would watch the behind the scenes. And I watched the behind the scenes to walk in, and they don't have like the little face masks you gotta wear to school, like little, I don't know what you call them, but the thing you put over your ears. They have like a little screen thing,
It's like the visors, yeah.
Yeah, which it makes sense.
which is probably easier.
Okay. Okay. So back to the episode. Let's see where we leave off. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we have the trial with the Crooked Man. Snow's reading the charges, and Crooked Man's just saying how he was not the one who ordered Faith and Lily to be killed. That was all Georgie. And
This
wait,
went on long for me though.
yeah, and who got the part where like it's so funny. It's like they're like Holly was like pissed. She's like, wait a minute, so Georgie's the one who killed her, my sister. It's like, and everyone's just like, well, where is he? Like, what's going on? Like, why isn't he here? And then like as Bigby, I just say like, I killed him. He's dead. And everyone's just like, what? Like even Snow, she's like, what? Like, and they just like drop it. It's just I don't know. That part was just it was surprising to me. Like everyone just kind of like dropped it. Like Bigby just says, I killed him, and it's like, okay, enough said. Like
It's like, okay,
Yeah,
then
like
that's fine.
they know not to question him.
exactly. And yeah, so now we have the Crooked Man who's
I
kind of
don't
make.
know why they act like I don't know why people act so surprised. Like
I don't know. I mean, it's Bigby. I don't know. It's like
Just say it's Bigby. We've said enough. It's Bigby.
yeah, and oh yeah, so the Crooked Man's just trying to make his case how he's not really a bad guy. How he gave jobs to those women, and how like Auntie Greenleaf and the tree thing, like they were helping poor Fables get glamours. It's like, yeah, I'm sure Crane was a poor Fable who needed that glamour for Lily to look like Snow for his sick, twisted things. Like, come on, that's an excuse. I didn't buy a second of that.
It is, and the thing is, this is the
He
thing.
went to
I was
Paris.
gonna say that. Like, where did like I feel like honestly this scene like I as much as I would have liked it's just I don't know why it went on so long for me, and it basically didn't do anything because just full well
It's
if you
basically a third of the episode.
well exactly. I'm just like, and the episode's pretty short as it is too, so that's why I had to kind of flaw it in the review.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like, I agree. Like, they could have done a lot better, but it's still a pretty well done finale with some great scenes. Just feels underwhelming at some points.
this part
Definitely.
this part is so much more tense, Dan, when you kill the Crooked Man and it's Bigby's trial. It's a lot more tense with the characters, and oh my goodness.
What's the punishment for Bigby?
You really want me to say it?
I forgot. I forgot. Just say it. I forgot.
Tell me
Um,
what.
nothing.
What?
Yeah, nothing.
Wait.
It's Bigby. Okay, I mean, there's nothing you can do to him. Like there's literally nothing any of those fables can do to him. Like that's the crazy and scary thing. Like when you're on trial, it doesn't matter. Like and I mean just that's kind of how it is. And you could also even leave the trial too. You could just walk away and say, I'm done with this crap. Like, it's just like, man, like, I know I didn't do this, but I'm like, man, like, it's just, I never realized this, but it's like, yeah, there's like no one who can stop Bigby, like, from just going off.
You can't at all.
You can't. You really can't. I mean, it just,
Man, it's like Norman with AMC. It's just like you just can't ever kill him.
exactly.
Like he's Daryl's gonna die. I'm just saying. Like
Oh,
if he
he's,
were to die, it'd be that final episode they ever do of the Walking Dead franchise. Like
That's
the
what I'm
final
saying. He's
minute.
gonna be like in his 60s or 70s and still doing Walking Dead.
Like the only way Daryl's gonna die is if Norman Reedus dies.
Oh man.
oh man, that would be bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm
hopefully
pretty sure
Norman doesn't die.
that'd actually be heartbreaking if he died.
Yeah.
Something I don't get is
What Ken?
We
You cut
can't
out.
hear you.
sex.
What, Ken?
He's like cutting out. Rick?
Just to make sure, can you guys hear me well on this?
I can hear you.
We hear you, but like at least for me, like it's not like the way I'd usually hear you.
What
But
about
I
now?
understand. I do understand what you're saying though.
So, um, okay, so back to the episode. So we have Narissa who comes in and just they mentioned how there's no evidence, and Narissa just comes in and the ribbon doesn't work anymore.
The thing I can say that
Wait, hold on. What, Ken? Ken, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you, man.
Yeah, Ken, like you're cutting out a shit ton, man.
Try disconnecting and then reconnecting your mic or the connection. Try that.
Yeah, that can fix it.
I have a feeling something's going on with Discord tonight because man, apparently even I'm having
Yeah,
trouble.
maybe. Discord does this a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. Discord's always like having a stroke.
Um, so Narissa comes in and kind of gives everyone the evidence. She mentions how she was the one who saw the Crooked Man order their deaths, and everyone is satisfied. And then we get the choice of what to do with the Crooked Man. Putting him in the prison. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not like, I just I didn't want to go for it. I didn't want to like a repeat of like the whole Negan thing. Yeah, like just the Negan thing. It's like, no, Bigby's not. I mean, he's similar to Rick, but he's not exactly the same either. I guess you can say. And
Man,
then
you just see like normal Bigby and Snow standing over like a bed or something later on. I feel like okay, like what?
Oh no! And
wait,
then
what?
his child. I hate
Oh,
that too.
Maybe they injure him or something, then it's like you just see him like just like being patched up or something, and you just have Snow and like Bigby that are standing there talking to him, and like, yeah, well, you're gonna be an example for this town.
oh, that's what you. Okay, yeah, it's like, please no, like, yeah, I
You're
just,
gonna rot in jail for the rest of your life.
Oh man.
so yeah, I chose to try to push him down the well, but then we have the Crooked Man who he kind of like tries strangling Bigby with the cuffs, and like, what was he gonna do? Because he's backing away towards the well, so it's like, was I think the Crooked Man, was he just getting desperate? I guess it's like, I don't know. I guess he was just desperate, and Bigby just like rips the cuffs off and just like, I mean, it's like, yeah, that was not a smart idea. You just made it easier for him because like you're literally at the well now.
I'm just saying, why weren't the cuffs behind his back in the first place?
Yeah, agreed.
Well,
Like,
I don't know. Bigby's different. Like,
he
a
sure
cop.
is.
I mean, he's not exactly a. Well, yeah, it's not standard procedure because I mean it's Fabletown. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Bigby's not a traditional cop. He's not a traditional.
I don't
Good
think
mood or not,
standard procedure matters here, just common sense.
man.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, then we have the choice, and I chose to push him down the well, and yeah, and then we get a couple days passing, and we see a flycatcher. So Dan, this was your first time seeing him because you didn't go to the Tweedle's office, I guess. So yeah, because you didn't do that, we get to see Flycatcher, new character. And okay, so yeah, then yeah, he's the Frog Prince.
The guy with the frog.
Yep.
Oh.
So okay, so if you guys didn't know this, so when Bigby is walking to Snow's office in that big line of people, now I could be wrong, but I believe Snow is doing interviews for the deputy mayor assistant position. So like you guys know how because Crane's gone, Snow had to take over as mayor. So now they need a new, I guess, secretary, like Snow's old role. You know what I mean? So we see Gren, Bluebeard, Tiny Tim, Jack. Like, who do you guys think in season? Who do you guys think in season two should be? In season two, who do you guys think should be the assistant to Snow and the person we are with in season two for a good chunk of the time? Like, because there's Bluebeard too, and it's like, oh,
Bluebeard, I would be so upset.
I
What
know.
about TJ but Glamour?
TJ but Glamour. He's still kind of young, I think, for
I mean,
the
he could
responsibility.
be a time jump.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
time jump. I forget how long it is though for the second one.
it's probably going to be a couple years. I would say.
I thought I heard 2 years, but I could be mistaken.
I mean, I'm joking about TJ, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
think so too. So
honestly, I don't know. I don't know who would be a good, assistant for the mayor position, like for Snow's old job.
Who was the least of an asshole, Bigby?
Bigby,
I mean, there was Tiny Tim.
he's still a jerk, but he would probably be the best.
You imagine like Snow is just like, okay, this is the interview process. Bigby's gonna make the decision. Who is the nicest to you? Go.
Oh man, it's like, well, it's like, I mean, it's like, well, not you, Bluebeard, get out of here.
But
And it's like,
it just gives you the option to punch Bluebeard, not even say anything to him.
no, it's like,
What?
you know, it's
You mean
funny.
Bluebird?
No, yeah, because Dan said Bluebird. No, you know, what'd be funny. We're with Snow in the interview, and you can ask questions, or you can just say get out. Like instead of like asking questions, like you can literally do that as a first choice. I don't know, like I could see that happening. So, oh yeah, okay. So then we have Snow who gives Bigby the keys. It was Flycatcher's keys because he left them behind, and we Bigby tries to talk to Snow, but she's too busy, and this is interesting. She actually calls him Mr. Wolf. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, do you guys think that Snow had an interesting arc this season, or do you think like after everything that happened, Bigby just couldn't catch a break? It's like she's just now doing her own thing, and it's like, well, that's it.
I'm a little disappointed in Snow's character. I'm not gonna lie. She's still in a good character, but I don't know. I was actually kind of expecting like around halfway through this season, I was expecting to see like some kind of love interest for Bigby, but I'm like, no, we never got that.
Yeah, we didn't get it with anyone. Faye, Narissa, Snow. I mean, just because it's like none of it worked.
That's the other funny thing too. I remember I was on a stream with you guys a couple weeks back, and honestly, from my perspective at least, you guys really did make it sound like he was gonna end up with Snow. I was really thinking it was gonna happen.
Yeah, well, maybe season
I
two,
mean,
bro. Season two.
yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, Snow doesn't like, hopefully she's not as cold as Ice, in season two towards Bigby. No, I mean it was a Snow joke. Snow, ice, cold. It's like come on. It's like look at Bigby, look at him. It's like you gotta have a heart. No, it's like look at him in the thumbnail. It's like have a heart. Look at him. He's just a look at him.
Like back up.
Back up. Uh, that's true. That's very true. So yeah, so Bigby. So I actually missed this in my version. So because you guys kept Colin just comes out of the elevator with cans of beer. But in my version, there was no Colin because I sent him to the farm. So
Yeah, I had it in my version, and he's just like, yeah, people are gonna see you. Like, get going.
oh man, it's like where do you get? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. It's like I don't even know how we could have gotten those, but whatever.
I told
If
TJ
Kay
to
goes on
say
and looking for him,
Colin.
that's like, oh, I just no, that image in my head right now.
I know now that's an unanswered plot hole or mystery from this series. So yeah, Bigby comes across Toe, TJ, they were being sent to the farm, and even Colin. So in my version, Colin was sent to the farm, but and he was mad at Bigby, but um, he was not like super, I guess, angry, and he asked Bigby if he can have a cigarette before he left, and I actually gave him like a box that I had, and just
Oh, nice.
yeah, and
I mean, in
I mean,
Gabe's
like,
playthrough, like, he didn't leave.
yeah, that's true, and he tells so yeah, and Colin even suggests that like, he might not even, who knows, he might not even be at the farm for that long again, like it might happen in season 2. Even if you send him to the farm, he might still sneak out once in a while. It's
Yeah,
definitely
maybe
possible.
like in season two, you have scenes like are just at the farm with those like the animals. I'd be laughing at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
Bigby.
Christ.
A bomb
i-
episode.
Yeah, Bigby can't be at the farm because, like, remember what he said? He's like, he was like scratching his neck. He's like, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. Like,
Oh man, you just have an episode like focused around how like crazy it goes at the farm when Bigby shows up.
oh yeah, it's a total riot. It's like, it's like Doomsday or like the end of the world. If Bigby just like, oh man, exactly. And so we get to say goodbye to Toad and TJ, and man, this was sad. Just the way he asked Bigby to give Snow that gift. Obviously, I chose to accept it, and I thanked him for it.
I
And
didn't accept it.
I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding.
Man, how can you say no though?
If you don't accept it, then you should not be living on this planet.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I had
So,
a
hey, we're
weird
about to
moment.
get
I
the
just don't like.
bombshell, right?
Yeah, soon, soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we have Bigby who notices Narissa,
Golden Chief.
Oh,
and
shit.
what's that noise? Uh,
Ken,
yeah, Ken, if you're not talking, please mute your mic. I can't.
to some background noise, please mute yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, just mute
please,
everything.
Ken.
No
Thank you.
offense.
Yeah,
Oops.
no offense.
But yeah, please.
Um,
Thanks, dude.
so oh yeah, so okay, so we have Bigby and Narissa talking, and um, just the way like Narissa talks about like she's still keeping her ribbon, and there might be another reason for that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Um,
Oh yeah.
so yeah, Narissa kind of wants to come clean about what happened to Faith and Lily, how it was kind of her fault because she confessed their plan. Well, they were going to leave the pudding and pie, but Georgie told the Crooked Man, and then he ordered the deaths, and then Baby kind of finds out that she did kind of lie, in order to like she wanted to make absolute sure that the Crooked Man kind of got what he deserved, and it was kind of sad how she talked about like how like people like us, we get forgotten, we just like fade, like we never existed, and it's like that's pretty sad because that happens in real life too. Like there are tons of people in the world, and you just like people just like they're alive, they have names, dreams, but like sometimes they just like fade, and you don't even know it, and
1% to remember.
that's true, man. That's true,
Yep.
and
You genuinely pay to be remembered.
yeah, I agree. I mean, but also it depends on the people, like how many friends you have in life, because they help carry your memory and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Before, never mind.
okay, so really quick, we're almost to the end. Okay, so then we have, oh yeah, so Snow, okay, so Narissa just is telling Bigby how Fabletown's gonna change, and Bigby, we're literally speaking through him because he's like, I don't know, no matter what I do, it's not enough for Snow or any of them. It's just like it's so true, like because it's like, yeah, this ending, like it did feel kind of weird. The cliffhanger was amazing, but like the way Fabletown is, like it kind of felt like there needed to be more with that. But
This will be the one time though that I'll say about this scene is that, and it's probably the only time in this game. I actually did call this. I remember pretty early on. I actually did predict this whole thing happening, where you get this reveal at the end.
man, Dan, I wish you didn't predict it. It's so good. You just have
And I didn't
Yeah,
realize
like,
until Brian told me about it in
and
the
like,
stream. Like I was so confused until Brian told me.
Well, 'cause
yeah,
I remember
it
a
takes
lot
a
of
minute to
people
click
like.
in, it's like, oh shit, that's Faith.
Well, I remember a lot of people were like, I said it. I think I might have said it on a stream because I believe like I said it and then I just hear this
Yeah, I
awkward
remember that.
silence for a second.
Yeah, I
Man,
remember that. Like we were talking about Snow, and we're like, okay, what's next? Faith's gonna be alive.
I know, and I'm like, well, for me, what made me think Faith was alive and that she could be like kind of involved in this and all that is when you get the reveal in episode 2 that Snow's alive. Yeah, it was in the stream for episode 2. I'm just like, ah, man, it makes me question Faith now, and here it is.
Well,
I
hey,
know
you gotta
it's
trust
so.
the heads at your doorstep.
Man,
Uh,
that's the one thing this game does. It doesn't even make it. You can't even trust like beheadings anymore.
yeah, this isn't The
Yeah, that's
Walking
right.
Dead. This isn't The Walking Dead. You know,
Man,
like
did
You
Alpha
just
Well,
really
Tara,
just
literally
Enid, and
came on the
Henry could
pikes?
still be
everybody's
alive.
alive on the pikes.
I
It's like
know.
Enid, Tara, Henry,
You
Alec,
just you just have at the very end of the
Ozzy.
episode. You just have at the very end of the episode, like it's like, yeah, everybody's a walker and stuff, and then Carol sees Henry, and it's just like, and he's like, "Mom, what's wrong?"
Yeah, it's like what? We were having fun. We were playing a game.
I know.
um, on man, like I mean, I knew it when I first watched it because like the music, but still, like man, Bigby's a lot smarter than like I still thought like because like the way he figures it out like because honestly I needed the music and stuff like because when she says you're not as bad as everyone says you are and just like the way he does the music and Bigby is just thinking he's contemplating and then he puts all the pieces together like um the same mannerisms that they have the how they talk and the same lines too and then also there was the part where uh the Dr. Swinehart never got back to them about Fate's head because it was glamored. Like that was the
That's
issue.
true.
It was, it was,
Really?
That's
They
kind
never
of how
told
Baby
anyone
like
about
treated
that?
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so as
So his
well.
head could be dead, right?
So it was Narissa's head in the first
Faith.
episode.
I think I think the Faith you meet in episode 1 is the Narissa you see. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it because
It's
my
so
head's gonna start hurting.
confusing.
But
It
It is.
is. That's
I
like
think
I
I
like the
know it.
cliffhanger, but I'm just like, man, it makes me rub my head.
Narissa,
Like, yeah,
I
like
think
man,
I
I
think
think
Faith in the
you have to
beginning.
wait like
Narissa.
10 years for the resolution, bro. You're
I went
lucky.
Shane head rub style when I saw that.
I think I think Faith in the beginning was the same was Narissa the whole time. Like we never met
It
the
was
real
Narissa with
Narissa.
the head.
Head was the head was Narissa.
Exactly. The whole thing with Faith in the first episode was her, but like the head, that's when it changed.
Yeah, because the way she says that line too, you're not as bad as everyone says you are. Like it's gotta be the beginning Faith and Narissa at the end. So like throughout the whole game, they've got to be the same. So like we never met Faith. No, sorry, we never met Narissa. We thought we did, but it was Faith the whole time. And like
The
it's
the one
confusing.
thing I'll say about this part though is that it's like I like how it kind of bookends this game where it's like it starts with that piece of dialogue and it ends with it.
Yeah, and you could choose to like let her go, but I chose to go after her. And just man,
I like
that line was great because like she says, "I'll see you around, Wolf," and then it just cuts to black. When you see the rain and Bigby just walk away or like walk towards her, and it just like ends, and he's like, "Oh man, no!" It just
It's a
oh,
plot twist, but I don't know how that plot twist is gonna move forward the story really.
I don't know either. They could just
Like
like a couple years pass and then they just um
he
don't
finds
really
out he's
show.
not Darla.
Yeah,
No, it's like
he's
I
actually
don't
the
know.
villain or something.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's kind of
they
crazy.
could have her as a villain.
I don't think she would make a. I mean, as far as intelligence, like yeah, Faith is really intelligent. Like, but like as far as like strength, like no, no, she is not. She can't compare to Bigby as far as a villain. That'll be another Crooked Man situation.
I just don't know though. I'm a little confused when it comes to season 2 because I'm thinking to myself right now. I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna have it to where we see how the rest of that whole conversation goes, and then we have like a time skip or something. But I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, but then why in the teaser? I mean, I guess it's just for promotion, but he's just kind of chilling there, and he's like, oh, you need my help? Oh, okay. Like you'd think like they would advertise it more to be like, yeah, something's going on.
I think they want to do a new story, Dan, and um, also okay, um, okay. So guys, we have about I think. What do you think? Another 15 minutes. Are you guys okay with that? If we end the stream in 15 minutes?
That's perfect.
Sure, man.
Okay, thanks, guys. So we only 15 minutes. we can talk about some season 2 ideas. So I think I have the perfect villain for season 2. If you guys want to take a guess or just whatever.
TJ.
No, okay, okay. Dan, you got any guess for me?
No, no, nothing at the moment, to be honest.
Okay, Rowdy.
Bluebeard or
Bluebeard.
Yeah, I'll go for
Weird.
Bluebeard,
I
I
feel like
guess.
I want him to be the villain.
Oh, okay, you guys ready?
He was gonna be the crooked man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, now obviously this is just my opinion, but I really hope Telltale does this. Dracula.
Who's
Ooh. Oh,
Dracula?
I thought you
Oh, I
meant like
thought
an
you were talking about.
existing
I
character.
remember you saying that in my comment.
That's a good one though, Dracula.
Yes,
Yeah,
be
that's a good
perfect.
idea, actually.
Be perfect. It'll be like a little bit like the Crooked Man because he'd be, wearing a suit and probably speak like kind of like sophisticated, but he has powers like Mary, obviously, because he's a vampire, or the king of the vampires too.
Also.
Now that's gonna be hard to beat. I mean, this is the king of the vampires, so I mean, will he have minions? I mean, so many questions.
My biggest question, though, speaking of questions, is that because obviously I'm sure you guys would know this more, is there any kind of I feel like we would have mentioned it at this point, but is there any kind of like official release date for the second one?
There isn't.
I think it was
Wow,
supposed to come out this year, but because of COVID, they couldn't really work on it.
that's
Yeah.
terrible because
I
they had a
remember a
teaser back in
video from
2019.
2018. People were. I think it has something to do more with Telltale shutting down because there was
Definitely.
people talking about it in
Yeah,
2018, but that's probably not the reason.
it's possible because
But they're
like
not doing.
We should get
it
we should get a trailer like maybe by
They're
the end of
doing
this
like
year.
individual episodes.
Yo,
They're
Ken.
doing like a movie,
Brian's
so it's
trying
gonna
to.
take.
I was just saying like we
Can't hear
should
you,
get.
Brian.
I was just gonna say we should get. I believe we should get a trailer by the end of the year because like for a
Probably.
couple of years now, Telltale said they were working on it. So
yeah.
they probably have to be pretty close to finishing it. So we should be getting a
I would
trailer.
hope then I won't have to wait too long. Like I don't know, maybe give it another 2 years at most. Maybe we'll get to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I'm just picturing in season two like
Way too long.
it is. I'm just picturing in season two like imagine Fables are like just dropping dead, and just like Bigby is obviously investigating, and like these fables come back to life as vampires, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's Dracula. Like
Yeah,
imagine,
I agree with that.
I hope they don't Daryl Bigby though, where he just has the same shirt on like after 2 years.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, that'd be awful. I think I brought this up before, but apparently season two is not going to be episodic. It's just going to be one long game. So it's going to be like
I'm
Detroit Become Human.
I'm okay with that. It's almost like kind of like when Netflix just drops a whole season.
What I was trying to say
Yeah,
earlier, but that's probably why it's taking so long because we might have had an episode one this year if it wasn't like that.
it's probably going to be really long. Yeah, it's probably going to be like an extremely long game. Like I'm sure it's going to be. I
They're doing
expect at
that for
least
Tales
20
of the
hours.
Borderlands too.
Tales of the Borderlands.
20 hours, my god!
Tales of the Borderlands. I don't know. Like I
Watched the
feel like
video
they
and they
didn't
said
do
they're
the
doing the
Borderlands
same
3
thing.
characters justice in Tales.
Um, hmm.
Wait, yeah, I'm not that interested in it.
Yeah, I know.
Dan, play it, okay?
You there, then? You there,
Yeah,
man?
you there?
Yeah, guys. Sorry, I'm
Dan?
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Tales, can't wait for you to play that game. It's a really enjoyable game.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is once we can actually put some votes and stuff in the community chats, I think that's what I'll probably do. Or I'll even just ask you guys. Like I'll kind of round up kind of some game ideas, and then we'll kind of all pick one.
Yeah, you
yeah.
know what's like kind of better? Like last time I talked
Oh,
about it,
bless
like
you,
it
man.
wasn't even available in the store. It just became viable again a few days ago.
Wow, that's kind of ironic. Then now that I'm kind of thinking about
Yeah,
it,
because when Telltale went bankrupt, it was like off the market,
it's
but
like it's
the
meant to be.
Gearbox brought it back.
Hey guys, Chosen says I'm pretty sure there will be 5 episodes, but it will all be released on the same day and written beforehand. Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, that could be
Should do
awesome.
more episodes if it's gonna be really long.
Because before episodes will be written and changed based on audience reception. Man, I would love to be one of those people in the audience, just like you go you sign a contract obviously because you can't disclose any information. They test the game and you say what things were good, not good. Like I would love to be one of those people for shows, for games, but unfortunately I'm not.
You need people for The Last of Us.
They did need people for that. I mean, like, I don't know, who did they test? Like, did they seriously not test or do audience reactions for Abby and the Joel
I
dude?
took a look real quick.
Oh, they saw it.
Ian and Andrew.
They saw it with Scott Gimple and were like,
Started playing The Last of Us.
yeah,
Started
Honestly,
playing
Ian and Andrew could have probably written a better Last of Us too, because hey, at least they wouldn't kill off Joel because they
They're
don't
like
kill off characters anymore.
they're like good because all they would be doing is be like, yeah, it's a good game, but it could use a gray filter. That's about it.
you know what,
Oh yeah,
I
I,
just
like
started.
great
guys,
filter. Jesus Christ.
um, man, I want to see, uh,
I've just started. Oh my bad.
Hey Matt.
Yo, yo. What's up,
hey
dude?
Matt,
Yeah, we're done the episode. We're
uh,
probably
Yeah.
gonna be done in 5 minutes, 10 minutes though.
Okay.
yeah, hey, you guys know, it'd be awesome. I would just love, the guy, Josh. Wait, what's that noise,
Some
Matt?
dog down the street going fucking having a panic attack.
The
Doesn't
fuck?
doesn't sound like
Hey,
that.
your
What is
dog
that?
vibrates.
I was just gonna
Sorry,
say,
man.
like, I was just gonna say, like, man, I love that YouTuber Josh, or you guys might know him as Predatory. Like, I would love him to do like a Last of Us 2 impersonation where he's like, "Oh my gosh, I love the character Abby, and the way she kills Joel was so interesting and amazing." I love his impression of Scott Gimple. It's hilarious. It's so
Yeah,
over
his
the
alter
top.
ego is hilarious.
It
Oh,
is.
speaking of Last of Us 2, I have a horrific rumor that is actually picking up steam right now. I think
Oh yeah.
Dan knows where I'm going with this,
Yup.
but this is probably 50% going to happen. But the guy who wrote The Last of Us 2 will be co writing The Walking Dead final season.
Yep.
What?
No.
Yes.
Okay, who approved this?
Well, prepare for
No.
Daryl and Karen to
No.
get
Yeah,
murdered,
No.
Neil
No.
Druckmann, they brought
No.
him on. Like,
Who?
it's probably going
and
to
Lydia
happen.
goes kills everyone. Commonwealth is
You're
killing Daryl confirmed.
I've heard he's in
well.
talks with Angela right now.
Yeah, he's talking with Angela Kang. They're going to bring him on as the secondary writer.
Oh boy.
I mean, to be fair, didn't Neil Druckmann write season 1? Season 1 of The Last of Us. Season 1.
Yeah,
Last
but
of Us
Game
this
1.
is
one.
Neil Druckmann after he's lost his touch, man.
I was gonna say this is after
Yeah,
he
like
lost his mind with the second one.
oh god, just Neil, just put him on World Beyond. The show's already broken.
Yeah, send him over to World Beyond.
Yeah,
You
there's
know
plenty
what?
of characters to
Honestly,
kill off
that would
there.
make it darker.
Yeah, there's plenty of characters to kill off in World Beyond.
Yeah, just kill off Iris. I'll give you some respect,
Iris.
man.
Everyone just Iris. Like, oh man. Um. So okay, so I was wondering, guys.
The arc.
Yeah, hopefully. Um. So yeah, I was wondering, guys. So it looks like, okay. So The Walking Dead, episode, season 10, episode 18. Yeah, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna do my next stream. So obviously, no more Wolf Among Us streams for now, but I might do episode reviews again. Like I might bring those back, as well as like new episode reviews. You know what I mean? So like, you guys know I did a review with Dan and Rowdy for a spoiler review, like an early one for episode 17. But hopefully, like we'll pick up normal, like for episode 18 and after, we're gonna do like normal times, because obviously the episode won't be you can't watch them early, I guess.
It'll be like on Thursday, so it'll be like.
Yeah, they'll feed us early on.
But like that's actually good, like at least for people like me, because I can watch the episode on Thursday and then kind of get my review ready for the weekend. So it kind of works out perfectly.
Yeah, I'll be doing my review soon. So I mean, I have a lot of stuff to review this weekend.
Hey guys.
I have to review World Down
Hey,
Mad. I have
Epic,
to review Prison Break.
is that you?
Yes.
Wait, no, that's not you.
What's up, Epic?
Wait,
Hey.
wait, it is.
Hey,
Yep.
what's up, kid?
Oh,
Okay, no, it's Cade. Okay, I'm just
Hey,
like,
what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
right. I forgot. Epic's picture was of Alicia. I forgot about that.
Yo,
Um,
Cade, did you do your files for the
I haven't got around to it though.
Oh
You're gonna
boy.
get on it soon, though, all right?
Probably will by I don't know, maybe 12. I don't know.
Okay.
Depends.
Yeah, I get you.
What are we talking about here?
I think Wolf Among Us, they just finished the episode a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wrapped it up.
Yeah. So okay.
We're gonna watch
So
Wolf Among Us now.
man. So the guy who did Last of Us 2 is going to be co-writing Walking Dead season 11. Oh boy.
Well, that's a rumor,
It's
but
rumored.
it's
Yeah, it's not
scary.
confirmed
That's
yet though.
It's a
scary.
rumor, but it's picking up steam, unfortunately.
And it's hella scary. That's
That's a
the.
big
I'm
rumor right
worried.
there.
If they
Yeah.
bring
That
that
will
idiot
premiere.
on for the final season, then I am honestly not going to be hyped for the final season.
I
Man,
just
that
I
guy.
mean, I'll
okay.
watch
We
the first few episodes, but if like by episode 3 the story isn't picking up and it's like really
Man,
dull, I'm gonna
if
be
he
scared.
Game of Thrones The Walking Dead, I'm going to have a bone to pick with this guy.
Okay, like
Yeah.
totally.
what's with shows and not being able to do a good final season? I swear, like Breaking
I
Bad's the
know.
only show I can think of that has a good final season.
The Walking
Yeah.
Dead needs to be that one show that just like proves it that they can do like the best ending ever. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
Or they're
guys.
trying to top Breaking Bad.
But yeah,
Exactly.
guys.
Not even have to top Breaking Bad. They just have to make it not freaking stupid and actually
Yeah.
good and
Um.
fun to watch.
But
Honestly,
Yeah.
guys.
if Rick or Michonne's not back, it's already going to be worse than Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Guys. Like I totally agree. So for the ending, okay. Since we only have 5 minutes left, we should just talk about how we want the Walking Dead show or season 11 to end. Because here's the thing.
Rick Grimes.
We know. Okay. Yeah. I know, Dan. But it's very likely that Rick and Michonne are not going to be in the final season or like the final episode, and we know that Daryl and Carol are going to survive and I guess go off into their own show. So unfortunately, they can't do that awesome comic ending, that Robert Kirkman did for the final issue. So what ending can they do that can satisfy the fans? Like I just don't see it.
Word going around that JDM will be around after the main show is done too, which I'm very thrilled about.
Yeah, there's a rumor that, and this one's picking up like major steam, even more than the Druckmann one, that Negan will be the co-star of the Daryl and Carol show.
And I'm down because I
Well,
love
that's
Negan.
Hell yes.
that's a rumor that I want to happen.
Yes, I love Negan.
But it doesn't make
So,
sense.
Like,
Wait, but it doesn't make sense. Daryl and Carol are going to let Negan go with them. Like
And plot
I
twist,
get
like he's like
family
their best
family
friend.
road trip.
oh god,
are they
Uncle,
all?
you got
It's just like
Uncle Negan.
Are they,
oh my god, Daryl, Carol, Lydia, and Negan.
oh my gosh! I'm just seeing all.
Negan has.
Like, why don't you just continue the main show then at that point, though?
I know.
Guys, I'm just
Like,
guy.
I think Daryl's pretty much adopted Lydia, right? Like Lydia's
I-
his daughter now.
They're kind of
I don't
pushing
think
where
so.
Negan is now, though.
Nah, Daryl and Lydia probably. Hate to break it to you, but they're probably not gonna have too much more screen time together.
Nah,
Hey.
it's probably
I
Negan,
don't think
honestly,
so.
at this point.
It's Negan now, and then
Hey,
Daryl will raise Judith.
Hey guys,
Yeah, I could see Negan seeing like a second chance of like being a good person with Lydia, like raising her as like
I don't know, man.
his own daughter.
I would
hey
love
guys,
that personally.
hey guys, I'm just picturing, uh, I'm just picturing Lydia, Carol, and Negan all riding on with Daryl on his bike, like they're all just cramming on it.
Oh my
Lydia's
lord.
just like riding on Negan's shoulders.
Oh my
But
goodness!
somehow like they all have their own bike.
Oh no way!
They all start wearing like biker gang symbols.
Oh my goodness!
Biker gang.
I mean, weren't the saviors a biker gang?
They were, but
Before Negan took over.
Negan's like, you guys need to go. Kyle.
I know.
They're just like riding together.
He's like, Daryl, you're fine, but yeah, Carol, Lydia, like, nah, we can't have this.
I think there was factions that was bikers, but
Like the one that Daryl blew up in season 6.
Yeah. I can imagine just Judith looking at all of them cramming on Daryl's bike as they drive off, and she's just like, look, she's just shaking her head, like, what a bunch of idiots! What a bunch of
There
idiots!
like 3 extra pegs on his bike, on Daryl's bike, so they can
Oh.
all ride together.
Oh my goodness! He's got like he's got sidecars on his bike. Oh my- Oh my goodness! You got like
You just
Negan.
have this ridiculous music in the background.
Oh my goodness!
The final scene of the show. The final shot, it's of Scott just looking at them.
Oh my goodness! It's just like no, it should be this like intense music. You have Negan with a helmet, and just everyone just like oh, everyone has like spears or something like, and Daryl's just looking serious driving, and they're all in the sidecars, and just as they're driving off, the show just ends
And
as
then the final shot of the show, they accidentally run Scott over, and Scott dies in the series finale.
That's
oh my
too far, man.
oh my
And Daryl's like, okay, now we're done.
Yeah,
Negan
there you
sees
go.
Scott just
All the
dead,
loose
like
ends.
he's just flattened with a tire like mark on him. And Negan's like, oh crap, and then they just drive away.
Oh,
Like our job is done.
oh my
We
goodness!
finally got him.
Negan runs him over, and like Daryl's
The
like,
last,
it's okay, Negan.
the
It's
last,
screen furniture, it's fine.
the last death. Oh my goodness, guys! The last death is Scott. The last few seconds of the show is gonna be Scott's death.
It's like
And
there's
then
like a
in the
message from
post-credit scene, it's freaking Scott's statue in the Commonwealth.
the man that got
No,
run
it's
over by
Scott
the
who
legend.
gives like the speech at the Commonwealth. Sebastian comes in and shoots Scott.
Oh
Then
my
Judith
goodness!
comes into the room the next day, shoots him, and then it's just like
And then Judith.
who saved the Commonwealth.
Yeah, but Judith's not gonna. She's not gonna like lie down on the ground next to Scott's body like Carl did. You know, it's like I don't think she had that much of a connection to Scott.
No, what are you talking about? Scott would babysit her in the 6-year time jump.
Man, you
Every
can
Yeah,
make her like
exactly.
cry.
Oh man.
Yeah, they did have a good connection, Brian. It was just all off screen.
Yes.
That's the inside joke that like Scott like is like the biggest character when we're not on screen. Like he's the one doing everything.
Yeah, guys. Who's writing Scott's POV of The Walking Dead, where he's doing everything. He's having a relationship with Rosita off screen. Like all this stuff is happening behind the scenes. Like
Man,
That
Scott
was his kid.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
okay, guys. So this was fun. Thank you guys so much. But I do have to go, unfortunately.
No
But yeah, guys. Not sure when my next stream's gonna be. It's either gonna be we're either gonna do a throwback review on episode, or we're gonna review episode 18. Like just whichever. So I'll try to let you guys know beforehand. Like on a Discord. I'll maybe let you guys vote or something.
Yo,
Sounds good.
Brian, what if we do just some discussion streams, like not a summary stream, just stream where we discuss the episodes.
That's
Kinda
true,
like
yeah.
what the news
Brian.
stream was like.
Discuss, or just like theorize basically, but it's all the stream, not just like half the stream where we.
Brian, do you wanna do a food review?
A food review. I don't think so. Why?
Brian, okay, you need to do these okay, so they got this new stuff at Burger King, right? It's like this big monster burger. Can you do a food review for that?
I don't know, Kate.
Where is this coming from? Where is this
I-
coming from?
I don't know. It's just don't you guys want to see a Walking Dead one? Like another throwback?
I'll just let me know if you do want to do a food review, because I'll be there for it. Okay.
Brian's like a Walking Dead one, please.
Yeah, it's just I don't eat at Burger King. I haven't done it in years. Yeah.
I don't eat Burger King often.
Burger King sucks. I just want you to try the burger.
I don't really like that. I like their buffalo sauce. It's max.
All right, guys. So in the next couple days, probably I'll put like 2 episode thumbnails and maybe give you guys, or like a couple of thumbnails, and I'll give you guys a chance to vote which one I do next, like a throwback episode. Yeah, like
Maybe the next stream you should do the catching up with the Kardashians one.
no, okay, that's that's World Beyond. That's like an Irish show. Okay, like if Iris just had the show to herself, I mean, it's bad. All right, guys. So I do have to go, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. Take care, guys.
But yeah, it was fun.
All right, guys. Bye. All right, that was fun. Bye, guys.